just okay.
Start the show already. Sheesh.
Yeah, start the show already. Sheesh. How's it going today, my friends? How are all of you fine folks? Let me see here. All right. Just a couple things. There we go. Alrighty. Look at me. I'm early. I came early today. I came on the stream early. Oh, dang it. That never works out. Hi, Big Dirtification. Hey, Kelvin. Hi, Faves and Stacy Schmidt. Little Miss Muppet. Strange Little Badger. Maria P. Stacy Schmidt. How are you? Krusty a Witch and Fruit. How are you? Of course, Chop Chop will be here soon. I know that was awkward. Hi, Sharon Kovac. How are you? How are you, Krusty a Witch? Good morning, French Psycho. French Psycho's here. Let me see. I know there were some people here earlier. Jack's mom, James Francis. Let's see. Big Dirt. Jeanette. See, Maria P. I didn't grab you already. Robert Tower, Rickles, David Del Prince, Penny Williams. Dragon's Gravy. Okay, I think I got the back chat. Back chats. Carol Manson, hello, how are you? Mama Pam, how are you, everybody? Softly Spoken, how are you? Good morning, Roy. Good morning, my friends. Good morning, all of you. Michael, how are you? So glad to see all of you here today, Mr. Landfill. Oh boy, what a heck of a day yesterday. I tell you what. Good morning, Iced Tea. What? I tell you what was weird. Did you see that Megan Fox? Her stream got taken down last night because she's doing some very, very illegal stuff. And of course, they took her down. All right. She was doing a bunch of illegals. That's what she was doing. Hi, Paramount Performance. How are you, my friend? Yep. I had to go rewatch the end of it over on Grumble. Hi, Kelly Rager. How are you? M. Marsh, how are you? Good morning, all. I guess we got a big court day today in Ohio. All right, I guess we got I guess it'd be in Florida. I don't know. It's Muppet Angela. It's I guess it'd be in Florida, maybe, because it's the bankruptcy today. So bankruptcy today. Yeah, I got some sleep. I'm gonna get more after the show today, for sure. Oh, she was showing some videos of some pew-pewing and stuff, and she was just going all sorts of crazy. Oh, Muppet Angela, don't you worry. Chop Chop will be here. She's going to take Saturn to school. She usually gets on at about 8:20, about 8:15, 8:20. I talked to her about 10 minutes to 8, and she was putting on her shoes. She was putting on her shoes, getting ready to go. So she'll be here. Don't you worry. Hi, Denise Sells. How are you, my friend? But she will be here. And yes, we will get back into Cardi B, back into our trial rewatch, all right, of our trial rewatch party. It's a party. It's a beach party. But anyways, yeah, I guess they'll be in court today. We'll see how prepared Saran Wrap is. My guess is not very. Good morning, Quinky Dink. How are you? Boy, I tell you, yesterday's show, towards the end of that, I was listening to the end a little bit. You can tell I was getting a little tired there. I was up for about 24 straight hours. And, it was a day. But I got 7 hours of solid sleep, and I'll get more today, of course. Yeah, maybe someday I'll have a chat as fast as Boner Crusher. I know. I wish. Good morning, Forever Not Me. Good morning. Yeah, I think today in bankruptcy court, I think it'll be explosive. I'm pretty sure that Saran Wrap will be unprepared. We'll have nothing. And yeah, I think there could end up being some sanctions that come down, is my guess. Hi, Sister Cell. How are you, my friend? You can lurk while at work. You certainly can. You can do that. Thank you, my friend, for being here. Much love. 74 of you fine folks here for trial rewatch day. And please tickle that like button for just J Hip. I do appreciate that. I really, really do. Thank you so much. And I would suggest that at the end of bankruptcy, it's gonna get ugly. And I think this might be the biggest mistake they've ever made was bankruptcy. But we'll see. We'll see. As a per se lawyer, myself, who spends a lot of time, I'll be honest with you. Hi, Gary. Bankruptcy is not my forte. It's not what I specialize in law, definitely. But I can say it's not going well. I know that much. It's definitely not going well at this point in time. It appears that Saran Wrap really hasn't turned over anything. Anything. So yeah, that could be a problem. That could be a problem, but maybe not. Maybe not. It might be this. It seems like that's always the strategy. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but I got something special for you today.
Yeah. Clicking cap off. Welcome to the master. I'm your daily dose of you won't ever guess. Dripping on the timeline, spicy ever take. I season the bin and neck, serve it on a plate. This is ketchup commentary, tangy kinda daddy. Sweet with the sting when the flakes get sweaty. Feisty on the mic, every word got bite. You came for mile, you won't ask tonight. Yeah.
Rubbing that thing, babe, just about to get red. Name in your mouth, I'll live in your hand.
I'm passing, babe, it's about to get red. Flame in your mouth, I'll live in your hand.
Well, hey, Ketchup, how are you?
Good, Jay. How are you?
I am wonderful today. I tell you, I'm wonderful. Actual Boomer's here, too. Actual Boomer just showed up. And
Hey, everybody.
Finally, the host has arrived. I was just here. Did you see I came early today?
No, I just turned you on a couple minutes ago after I left the school.
Well, you turned me on earlier than that. I mean, what? Oh,
Oh, boy. I don't think that happened.
Hi, Rick.
JJ Wishes has been called.
Hi, Mr. Coops here. Hi, Mr. Coops. Stop the J-U. Bad J. Bad J.
Actually, I was talking to Faves this morning, so I couldn't have been doing that.
It wasn't a three-way?
What?
Was it a three-way?
No.
Oh,
it was just me and Faves were talking, conversing back and forth.
Me and you and Star, we had 2 3-ways, and I failed.
Yeah, you couldn't perform.
Yeah, bad performance.
It's pretty disappointing.
Even for me.
Jay wasn't up to the challenge.
Hey, Rob. Hey, Rob. Miyagi, are you seeing this? Jay sitting on Ketchup again. No, I wasn't. It was a joke. It was a poor attempt at humor. Well, Chup, what do you expect? Now, did you see Megan Fox was doing a bunch of illegal stuff yesterday and her stream got taken down?
I did. And I was really mad because I was behind and I was watching at 1.5 speed trying to catch up. And I was at the part where they were dissecting the BS video that those jerks created out of 2 cars, pretending it was 1 car.
was amazing.
And then all of a sudden it just shut off. And I was like, no.
Yeah, I went and finished it up over on Grumble today. This
Oh,
morning.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I was texting Rogue like, what happened?
Big Dirt. No, Big Dirt. You keep this to yourself. You keep this to yourself. That was just a joke, Big Dirt. Don't be turning me in. Don't be turning me in. Don't do that. But yes. But we had a good show yesterday. It was 2.5 hours, went a little bit longer than normal. Today, oh God, Miyagi's here. Oh God, Miyagi, it was I was just messaging with Miyagi this morning. We're good. Miyagi knows where I was. She knows where I was. She knows that was a joke. We were messaging this morning. We were messaging. Oh boy. Oh boy. We are all Miyagi moles, says Muppet Angel. Now, how do you think the 2 cars thing was amazing? Seeing the spliced videos, seeing what they did. Seeing the cutoff points, because I didn't catch that when I watched it over on Fleabag Show. So yeah, I didn't actually catch that myself.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that she didn't point it out, you know?
Yes, that was a good find by whoever did that over. I think someone on Facebook did that, and then Tug picked up on it, and that was very good. You know, there's a lot of good sleuths out there, who do a lot of work. Please don't mention my bladist in chat. Please keep it to my channel if wanting to comment. Thank you. Yeah, hi Schnemesis. And hi Happy. Yeah, just no drama in chat, please. We don't do that over here. This isn't the place for it. We really don't do it. It's it's not good for anybody. Or at least for me. I run my show. I do my show. I do my thing. We come over here. We have fun. We crack up jokes. If I bring up other channels, it's usually through a flea cap, okay? Which would not be me saying anything. It's what Fleabag says, all right? I'm not a part of anything. But if I bring something up that happened over on Fleabag Show, it's because it happened on Fleabag Show. All right, I'm only mentioning what she says. Okay, so let's just make that a point. Because I do a flea cap that is about 98% accurate. All right, a few bit of added in little just J-hip moments, but of course, my flea cap's about 98% accurate.
It is. I told you. I checked.
Yep. Whittled down into about, yesterday was about 30 minutes. So, hi, Attitude. How are you? But no, I will mention what they say. So if they bring something up, I'll bring it up. But it'll be through the flea caps, not through myself. So, yeah. Does that mean Megan will not be on YouTube tonight? No, she'll be there with Tug. It's Tug's night tonight. And no, Megan's channel didn't get taken down. Just the stream did, because she was sharing a picture of the video of the armless, legless guy firing, pew-pewing away on, I guess it may be a gun range or something like that.
I know, and I didn't get to see that yet. Dang it.
Yeah, D-Wayne says
That sounded interesting.
D-Wayne says Jay is funny. Well, Chub is. I'm here for the show.
The rest of us are funny, and Jay steals our jokes. That's how that works.
Exactly. I just read chat. Oh boy, but no. I think tonight Tug's show will be interesting. We'll probably get some insights into the bankruptcy. I'm sure Jeremy Hales will probably drop a short today. Pretty standard. So yeah, I think that'll all happen. It should be an interesting day. This what the hell's drama, it never ends. It never ends. Like, I can't believe, and I never do this, Chump. We did Saturday, Sunday, and Monday 3 What the Hell streams in a row. And I don't do that very often. Normally,
I know, but there was a lot of stupid this last few days.
normally I do Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I do 3 streams of What the Hells, but I had to add in the Sunday because, well, quite frankly, Ray just he didn't let me down. So hi, Chuck E. Cheese. Jay reads all the chat and ignores me and Calvin's riveting questions. Some things never change. I'm sorry.
Hey, Chucky.
Thank you for writing that, Faves. Hi, Stephen Farr or Lisa Farr. Lisa's pretty far away. Did you know that?
Yeah, she's in the UK, I think.
Yeah, she's far. That's how she got her name.
Well, that's why there's 2 R's.
Yeah, really far.
Yeah.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. What? Oh, you know what I didn't share yesterday?
Mm.
I should probably do this just because it's good. It's good. There was one thing that I didn't share. Let me see if I can share it.
Hey, have you seen your new lady friend in the chat?
Who's that?
You know, Bikini Grandma.
Bikini Grandma? No, I haven't seen Bikini Grandma yet. Is she here?
Did you see that show, Miyagi, from yesterday? Because if you haven't, you yes, you definitely need to go back and watch it. That might need to be a short, Miyagi. Just saying.
You know, that's what you call an up for 20 hours reading fail. All right. I really failed on that one. I guess it was biking grandma. Not
He was like, hey, Bikini Grandma. Wow. And then after he did that, she became a member and stayed for the whole stream.
you need to work 16 hours more often. Oh, it was funny as hell.
Oh, so good.
You know, sometimes you have a winner and sometimes you don't, but also sometimes you have a wedding, and Volman and Paint Chips, they got together, and they had a wedding.
Oh, thank you. God, you got rid of the bald Willie Nelson looking person.
Oh, yeah. See how this goes. Wait, do I have the volume turned up? Let me see. Yeah, we got volume. There we go.
Yes. I'm so happy.
Oh,
Yes. I'm so happy.
I tell you, it looks like Volman got some extensions put in.
Was that his mom that was overcome with joy?
Well, as you can see, when I went down there for the wedding, I was the best man, of course, and I was the only man, as I mentioned. And at the same time, the Audio Coffee went down there to help videotape and record the entire event of this wonderful wedding that took place between Mr. and Mrs. Luthman. It was wonderful, and I mean, once again, I was surprised that Boner Crusher shared this to the world. I didn't think, but like I said, that was kind of a soft opening. I think they wanted to let it out easy. They weren't expecting the Just J-Hip show and Jeremy Hales, and then of course Tug and Megan to pick up on it so quickly. But we did. That's what we do over here. We pick up on stuff. Hi, Cynthia. How are you?
Hey, Cynthia.
We pick up on stuff. And no, Jay, I would have believed you if you said you were the ring bearer. But no, I was the best man. I was the flower boy. I was the flower boy.
That I believe.
Hi, Joe Schmitz. How are you, Joe? Well, I tell you what, it is Tuesday and tomorrow is Wednesday. I don't know if you know how days work. If you do, if you do, you will know tomorrow we'll be back to what the hells, and we will cover their Tuesday night show, assuming they have one. And I don't like to give them a lot of material from just a J Hip for their Tuesday night show. I want them to cover what the hells and see what they say. Now, there's a good chance, Chup Chup, that they might not even talk about what the hells at all because they're going to be starting their new material pretty soon, right?
Oh, for sure.
I bet you there's a good chance they might just go into like a whole different trial that they're interested in. Maybe Afro Man.
Or anything else, maybe. Never.
Yeah, they could talk about Ozzy Osbourne, I guess, again, and
Right.
um, Cece
Or
Chuck.
maybe some more Brett from Poison.
Yeah, Brett Michaels. Brett Michaels. They talk about him. Um, yeah, Prison B did want to show up. Tried to get in a way. Hey, look who's here, Denise Melanoff.
Hey, Denise. That makes me laugh every time you say it. Because you're so stupid.
Hi, sarcastic one. How are you? Oh man, it is Taco Tuesday. You know who invented Taco Tuesday?
Who?
LeBron James.
No, he didn't. It was around before LeBron James.
Do you remember when LeBron James tried to copyright Taco Tuesday back when he was,
He did?
yeah, like 5 years ago when he was going through his insane time, like his craziness time. And he was like, every single Tuesday he put out a video and he'd be like, it's Taco Tuesday. And they would have tacos. And then he tried to trademark it or something. They're like, you did not invent this, man. Like, hi, BMM. How are you?
That's crazy. I never knew that.
Yeah. He had a moment when, I don't get political here, but he went to like a super woke moment where he was like on social media all the time with his stuff. And then like he's like, oh, I'll have some fun with it too and invent Taco Tuesday. And everyone called him out. And they're like, yeah, bruh, you didn't do this. Like, this is not your thing. I think it was actually Taco John's that actually did Taco Tuesday. But yes, no, LeBron James tried to trademark it or whatever. Jay would never invent anything, and anything that Jay says you must consider as vetted and as the truth. I didn't invent something. I invented a flea cap. All right. No one else has that trademarked, and copyrighted. By the way, I was looking just through some of my notes that somebody sent me on Fleabag's show that I missed. Fleabag said, this is according to my notes, that she's a total liar, ripped off a lot of people, and committed fraud amongst the public. She said that on her show?
I doubt she admitted that.
Well, it's in my notes, so I can't be held responsible for anything I say that's untrue because this is in the notes that were sent to me. See, I like the new thing that she's got going over there. Someone sent me these shitty notes, so apparently I can read all of these as truth and then comment on them. So I think I'm going to start a new segment where people send me notes that they took from Fleabag's show, and I'll read them, and then I'll pretend them to be truth because I don't watch the show, Chup Chup. See?
This whole time you've been making me watch it, and you're not even watching it?
Yep. It's complete deniability. I get to say, I didn't watch the show. So therefore, I'm just going off notes, Hi, Craig. How are you? That's the thing. They've like found a little loophole where they can say, I don't watch the show. And then someone takes crappy notes and they read them off as fact. Like, oh my God, just J.M. said this. Oh, it's a new thing. Well, let's get back over to Cardi B.
She watched the show. She wouldn't make such an ass out of herself every night.
Well, it's going to be my new segment of Jay reads notes that were sent to him that are
I like it.
probably untrue and crappy. But once again, I don't watch the show. I wouldn't know. So therefore, I can just report on it as fact. Oh, boy.
I think that's going to be fun.
I think so too. It'll be like Gabe reading letters. That lasted one stream. I guess he got one letter.
Do you think the letter that they sent where they wrote in the letter backwards, do you think they had to reverse it for him first?
I know. It took him 11 hours to read that backwards letter. Oh, these dummies. I tell you, I'm actually hoping tonight we have another Dickle stream. It's been a hot minute. It's been like an entire week since we've had Dickles.
I'm okay with that, really.
An entire week with less than 10 super chats.
I don't miss the Dickles at all.
Nobody does. By the way, you fine folks, I do have to point out something, and I have to thank all of you for yesterday, because we are closing in on the end of the month. I think we have 7 days left. And do you know what we have, Chop Chop?
What?
We have 1,942 members. Paid members
Wow.
of the show due to gifted memberships and paid memberships. 1,942 with 7 days left to go in the month. Thank you, you fine folks. This is not a grift moment. This is me just saying thank you to you. I appreciate it. It's the 3rd month, I believe, in a row where I believe we will probably hit over 2,000 members. Thank you, my friends. Thank you all. That's very kind. And of course, we always have a members only stream on Friday. And I know I owe you two.
Thank you so much, everybody. You guys are so amazing and generous.
It is. And no, I have to tell you, that's why I've always said members only will always be 99 cents over here on the Just J Show. Hi, Squidgy Wells. How are you, my friend? Yes.
Hey, Squidgy.
Always keeping it 99 cents. Because, well, members only streams, they're for you and they're for everybody, or as many people as possible. So thank you so much, my friends. We will get back into our trials. You see, we have this is the doctor, I believe, on the stand, who was there to treat Cardi B after she shows up. Once again, now she shows up, all right, to this doctor's office. 1,900 inmates, you mean, says Yamaha. Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, Yamaha. Uh-oh, you see who else is here, Jay?
Who's here?
Oh, wait a minute.
It's on Maggie May.
Oh, never mind. I read the name wrong.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was Magic Angel.
Oh, Magic Angle? No, not Magic Angle. But no, Yamaha's here. Yamaha's not even a member. Yamaha's black. I mean, well,
he hangs out with Robert, so.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Cardi B, just a little recap. Cardi B shows up from out of town, but she wants to go to a gyno, right? Visit because she's pregnant, okay? Goes into this office building, security guard, all right, allegedly is following her around. Hi, Anthony the Warrior. How are you? Following her around, videotaping her, and possibly letting people know, oh my God, Cardi B's here. All right, as a security officer. Cardi B eventually gets frustrated and says, "Why are you recording me and telling me, telling people where I am? I'm here for a doctor's visit." All right. Yes, this is the sad doctor. All right. He's always got sad face.
The guy with resting bitch face.
Yes, his permanent resting bitch face. And so, anyways, a tussle ensues. And Cardi B, with her insanely long, sharp, knife-like fingernails, slices up her face.
Yeah, almost cuts her head clean off.
Yep. She was almost the headless security guard woman. Very clear. And then she has to go and get plastic surgery. Her life was in shambles. But because it involved Cardi B, she loses her job, her future career, where she was going to become a top FBI agent, supposedly. But instead, she decides to go a different route after the whole Cardi B incident, and Cardi B ruins her life. Yes, oh boy, if only she could have gotten the $22 million or whatever the living heck she's suing Cardi B for. Yes, we'll see how it goes, but yes, resting bitch face doctor's up here. He actually is a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's just got sad face. All right, let's get into it here. Let's see how this goes.
Her encounter with Cardi B.
Yes, I did reach an opinion, as with all my opinions, I reached an opinion with reasonable medical probability in that regard.
Thank you. And what was that opinion?
My opinion is that there is no significant evidence that Ms. Ellis sustained an emotional injury at any point in time in this case, from the time of the incident to present, with the understanding that an emotional injury, from my standpoint, consists of the onset of one or more psychiatric diagnoses in accordance with the American Psychiatric Association's guidelines or criteria, or the substantial worsening if there was a pre-existing disorder. And that, in my opinion, Ms. Ellis has never qualified for that in this case.
Thank you. I believe you testified that one of the parts of your examination was psychological testing. Is that correct?
Yes.
Can you please briefly explain what those tests were?
Yes. So, again, what's very important is first the choice of tests. I use gold standard tests that are well validated scientifically and recognized as appropriate tests for this context. So the purpose of the test is that first they have validity scales that look at how somebody's approaching taking the test and what information that says generally about how the individual may be approaching reporting an emotional injury claim, as well as on the test specifically. They then include a variety of clinical scales: anxiety, depression, PTSD, physical symptoms, substance use, cognitive symptoms, meaning things like memory, attention, concentration, personality, psychosis, a variety of factors like that.
And can you please identify what tests are administered?
Yes, so I administered the MMPI-3. I'm sorry, it was either the MMPI.
Cardi B seems to have different hair on every single time we see her.
Yeah, it's a different day. I think this trial went for 3 days because she has one more wig at the end on the last day. I think that's blonde.
Yes, the white wig was amazing. I would have never even guessed it. I don't know how she pulls this off. I was thinking that maybe she grew her hair out every single day with new colors, or kind of like, sometimes you are what you eat. So maybe, some days she would eat like some black jelly beans, and then she would have like this color, and then she'd have white jelly beans, and then she'd have white hair. I don't know how it works, but possibly. But then she explained that it was a wig. So see, I was very confused at the beginning. But as you can see, the doctor, he's explaining emotional stuff. Hi, squat thrust. How are you? Oh man, clicked on the wrong channel. Of course you did. Muppet Angela got bingo already. That's always good. Jay, you have a few wigs. What are you talking about? Well, yeah, I took them from Rosalind. Yes, I have Rosalind's wigs.
MMPI-3 or the MMPI-2-RF. Those are the current ultimate gold standard tests. You have to pass that test. For example, to fly a passenger jet, to be in the Secret Service, you have to pass that, or the other test I gave, for example, to become a law enforcement officer in California. So I gave the MMPI-2-RF or the MMPI-3. I gave the only other gold standard test of that type, the Personality Assessment Inventory, or PAI. And then something that's very secondary is I gave a brief screening cognitive test, simple 10-minute test used in primary care that looks at things like attention, memory, concentration.
And can you please summarize for the jury what the process of taking the MMPI 2 or 3 test looks like?
Sure. So,
Thank you so much. Dino Mom gifted 20 Just J Hip memberships. I can't find my harmonica. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What'd you do now?
I can't find my harmonica.
Oh no, the shitty flute is missing.
Oh, wait, I think I found it. Thank you, Dino Mom, for 20 Just J Hip memberships. If you get one of those, thank Dino Mom. We appreciate that. We love her so much. And remember, it's weird in here, but you'll get used to it.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. Man, that's terrific. Look at that, Chup Chup. You know what? We're like only 38 away. Only 38 away from 2,000 members this month. Oh my goodness, you
That
find
is so cool.
much love, my friends. And there's still like 7 days left to go in this month. We're doing good. Thank you, my friends. And thank you, Dino Mom. Thank you.
you know, I first ask if the individual is familiar with it, and then that she can see the answer sheet in the booklet, have her read the formal instructions at the beginning of the test booklet and tell me that she understands them. And then it's a matter of answering about 335 questions where you bubble in on a separate answer sheet, true or false, for those questions. And then I take the results of that and I use the test publisher's official scoring software, which I have on a laptop computer, input those answers, and then generate a statistical report based upon her answers. It provides a variety of scales and scores, and then narrative text, meaning it provides a text description of what individuals like these scores tend to look like, although it doesn't talk specifically about Ms. Ellis. And you would never want to make an opinion about somebody based on just a test. Again, it's a matter of correlating them with your overall evaluation, with the interview and the record review.
Thank you. Your Honor, I'd like to show Trial Exhibit 220.
Well, thank you, my friends. My goodness. Crestio Witch, 5 Just J have gifted memberships. Thank you, Crestio Witch. We appreciate you. If you get one of those, thank Crestio Witch. And remember, we're clown losers over here. And if you don't like the show, that's okay. I'll send Gabe out to your house to do some dusting in your living room. Just the living room. Just the living room. That's it. Thank you, Krusty Old Witch and Dino Mom, sorry. Another 20 Just J Hip memberships. Thank you, Dino Mom. If you get one of those, thank Dino Mom. She's amazing. And we appreciate Dino Mom. Oh, man. Thank you so much, my friend. And remember, we're clown losers over here. And if you don't like the show, that's okay. I'll send you over a hydrogen water bottle.
You can charge it up. It helps with constipation.
At Bubbles. Hydrogen bottle. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
H2O2.
Yeah, you'll get used to it. You'll get used to it.
9 to the witness.
Objection, hearsay.
Is you don't want to publish it at this point?
Not at this point.
Oh, okay. I thought he had no objection to showing just published.
He's so sad.
Can you please turn in the blue binder to Exhibit 229?
I'd hate to see him when he's angry or unhappy. You know, like what kind of face does he make then?
I bet you he has a Kyle Rittenhouse cry face. Like, like a bad cry face.
Can you imagine, like, telling this guy your problems?
Yeah.
Well, he's looking at you with that face.
He's like, I just feel bad for you. But cheer up. How can I? How can I? Yeah, that was the thing about the Rittenhouse trial, was like the only thing he should have been convicted of was bad cry face. I mean,
I didn't watch that trial, but I did hear about the cry face.
yes.
It was kind of a thing.
Let's go, doctor. Speed this up a little bit. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, what,
Okay, I'm at
what speed
229.
is he
Thank
on?
you.
Thank you. Are you familiar with this document?
Now,
Yes.
There you go.
So this is the report of the MMPI-2 psychological test that I administered to Ms. Ellis on July 21st, 2023, in which I provided along with other documents to opposing counsel before my deposition.
And does this document refresh your recollection as to which version of the MMPI-2 test you conducted in Ms. Ellis' case?
Yes, I gave the MMPI-2. That and the MMPI-3 are the most recent and, again, the gold standard tests worldwide in this kind of context.
Thank you. And that report that you have in front of you, did you create that document yourself?
Well, I created it in the sense that I inputted her answers into the test publisher software on my laptop. I then double checked the.
don't worry, folks. We're going to be reading through this entire binder on this stream today. Ketchup's going to be reading that entire binder from start to finish. I think Ketchup left. Ketchup.
What, Jay? Sorry, I had to.
I said, don't worry. We're going to be reading through this entire binder on this stream today.
Oh, Jesus. No, we're not.
I said Ketchup is going to start on page 1. And
I'm going to start off reading the index.
back to what this guy's saying, sad guy.
Yes, I've used these tests several hundreds of times. I have the highest user rating qualification from both test publishers.
Okay. And do you recall when this particular report was generated?
My best recollection is I generated it, shortly after the examination had been completed. But I just apologize, I don't recall a specific date.
Thank you. Defendant moves to admit Exhibit 229 into evidence.
He's shaking.
Your Honor, may I publish page 2 of Exhibit 229? All right, and Dr. Rosenberg, you can see at the top there, I suppose you could look at binder as well.
You can turn your screen on with the hot button on the top left side. It should be on there.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's much better. Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, yes, sir. I can see it now. I wasn't able to see that.
Thank you. If you look at the top of the page, it says validity scales. Can you please explain what that means?
Yes. So these are the most important scales of their type for this in the MMPI-3 of any test in the world, any psychological test. The validity scales look at how somebody is approaching the test. The first two scales, Brin and Trin, variable and true response indicator, look at whether somebody understood the test questions and responded to them in a consistent fashion. So those first have to be valid.
What path did you lead me down on this, Chup Chup? This guy's boring as shit.
I know. Well, let's skip past him. How about that? I mean,
I'll go a little forward.
let's get to the good parts.
For help. These
Like
are in the
the
range of
Actual testimony of the
elevation that
security
no
guard and
individual,
then
even with the
Cardi.
conditions,
Yeah, I mean, they're just going over the test. I'll keep popping forward to see if he says anything interesting.
or like somebody's looking over her shoulder.
And as a professional and a psychiatrist, how would you interpret that score in this case?
So again, I think there are only two reasonable ways to interpret it. One would be that it's another common manifestation in how somebody in an emotional injury case produces either gross exaggeration or outright fabrication of symptoms in an attempt to look injured. The alternative is that part of somebody's baseline where in day-to-day interactions, she interprets normal or neutral interactions as a personal attack. The only other reasonable alternative, taking at face value, would be she actually has a psychotic mental disorder like paranoid schizophrenia with things like hallucinations, believing that there's a plot to have her killed, satellites are watching her, her phone is bugged, things of that sort.
And based on the other elements of your examination, did you make a conclusion as to which one of those would be true here?
Well, I think reasonably from a psychiatric standpoint, given all the other information available to me, the reasonable interpretation is that it's another example of severe symptom manipulation, exaggeration, or fabrication. But again, it all.
Well, this is actually important because what he's saying is she's lying. All right?
Yeah.
This is exaggeration, fabrication. All right? This doctor's actually on Cardi B's side here. Okay?
Yeah, he's an expert she hired.
Yes. So the whole point, but no, he's boring. He's boring AF. But no, I mean, I guess I did stop it at the important part, and that is that he came to his conclusion that this is exaggeration, fabrication, and it's all in her own brain. In other words, yes, Robin, she's faking it. Yes, so I think we just hit the important part of the doctor. Unfortunately, it took them 28 hours to reach this when they could have said, "What do you think, brah?" And he would have been like, outside of Dr. Medchill, everyone in, our profession would conclude this. It's a young Drew Carey.
He does look a little like Jim Carrey. I mean, Drew Carey.
Yeah, or Drew Carey. Yeah, he's the price is right. There we go. I hope he spins the wheel. I hope he spins the wheel.
I like to play Plinko.
Plinko was the best game on there. They should have more Plinko. Noreen, what's this trial about? Once again, Cardi B went to a hospital out of state to get a gyno exam. She was pregnant. Security guard follows her around and is apparently allegedly claiming where Cardi B is, doxing her location. Cardi B gets upset, and then a security guard and her get into a tussle, and then she nearly chops off the security guard's head with her fingernails. And then she has to go get, I guess, plastic surgery to save her life. Okay, best I can tell, that's where we're at with this. But yes, exaggeration or fabrication is what this mental professional has led us to believe. Chup, I'll be right back. I'm going to let this play out for a few minutes.
Why don't we skip to the next one? You want to hear more of this guy?
Well, I didn't know. It seemed like we were getting to some good parts with him. But
Okay. Let it play.
Because he goes for quite a little bit, so I assume there's something.
Okay. Well, we can switch it when you come back.
Yeah. I'm just holding down the fort for just 2 minutes here. I'll be right back.
I got you.
Also has to be considered, again, from a factual standpoint for the trier of fact. does it demonstrate paranoid thinking that can affect how somebody reacts in a situation or a disagreement.
But to be clear, are you diagnosing Ms. Ellis with, for example, schizophrenia?
No, that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Why not?
Well, because in schizophrenia, and obviously there's a spectrum, there are individuals who are very well controlled on medication. I know I've had schizophrenic patients, who are like run corporations and do very well, but the vast majority tend to have very severe and chronic courses, often homeless in mental institutions. And so, but with these levels of scores, if you had actually had schizophrenia, you would function at a very low level. You wouldn't be able to maintain reasonable family relationships. You wouldn't be able to hold a job. You wouldn't be able to function in major life activities. And again, you would require psychiatric hospitalization and antipsychotic medication.
Did you diagnose Ms. Ellis with any psychiatric conditions?
No, again, since I equate for a case like this, emotional injury with have you developed one or more psychiatric disorders as a result of your allegations of the incident with Cardi B, I have no diagnoses for her because she has sustained no emotional injury.
Okay, and apart from the test results, are there any other factors on which you base your conclusion that plaintiff hasn't suffered any mental or emotional injury?
Yes.
What are those?
So the first factor is that, again, I accept Ms. Ellis's report or allegations of what happened that day in that incident, reasonably from a psychiatric standpoint, that would be a stressful or upsetting situation. You might be mad or angry for a day. You might lose some sleep over it. It might be in the back of your mind for a few days. But reasonably, people don't develop psychiatric disorders like an anxiety disorder, depression, from an argument or an unpleasant interaction like that on a single basis. That just makes no reasonable sense. And as we'll discuss, it makes even less sense in Ms. Ellis's case because it turns out, although she didn't share them with me when I asked, she's had multiple other traumas in her life. And according to her, those didn't cause emotional problems. So she obviously must have great resilience. And it would make no sense that this much more minor thing somehow would, and most people wouldn't. The other reason is that, well, I have a few reasons, but I promise I'll stop talking soon. Another reason it's important to understand that this doesn't constitute a trauma. Again, accepting Ms. Ellis's report of what happened at face value, it doesn't constitute a trauma. It would be a stressor to some degree on an interpersonal basis, but under the American Psychiatric Association standards for what constitutes a trauma, for example, to be able to develop PTSD, this does not meet that. It has to be something like life-threatening accident, illness, witness to violence. So, for example, physical or sexual abuse growing up, kidnapping, sexual assault, military combat. These things are traumas, and they can lead to PTSD. An argument or unpleasant interpersonal interaction isn't a trauma and can't lead to PTSD. And that's particularly important for us since some of Ms. Ellis's most dramatic scores on the psych testing have been profound elevations of PTSD scales, again, in a range where no individual who actually had PTSD would reasonably generate those scores.
Are there any other factors?
Yes. So another important factor is, again, in accordance with the published, generally accepted guidelines of the American Psychiatric Association in our diagnostic manual, whenever there is a psychiatrist or psychologist is doing an evaluation in a legal context where financial gain or some other type of secondary gain is at stake, you always have to consider and rule out the risk of intentional manipulation for financial gain. And in that context, in this case, Ms. Ellis has demonstrated a significant pattern of inconsistencies and other symptom validity issues. For example, in my audio recorded examination, again, there's an audio recorded record. She told me, with the exception of a couple sessions of family therapy when she was 12 because her sister had been sexually assaulted by a neighbor, she could not recall a single trauma in her entire life growing up. Couldn't remember a single one in response to my detailed question. Whereas, for example, in her deposition, she reported that she was a victim growing up of domestic violence in the home, gang violence, other violence. Schoolmates were shot and killed. She was physically mugged in high school. Her car was broken into several times. None of those were reported to me. So those represent an important mismatch in a legal case where an individual potentially tries to make everything about the incident that can be compensable in a lawsuit.
Well, that's actually kind of a good point. Yes, in deposition, she comes up with all of this stuff. But to the doctor, no, just this. just this incident. Hi, I'm just me. Yes, I did get some sleep. Yes, I did. Thank you, my friend. But yes, nothing. Nothing to the doctor. Nope, just this incident. It was so tragic. But deposition, gang violence, yeah. Friends shot, killed.
Right. She doesn't tell the guy that could help her with it. She just tells the attorney.
Yeah, she's like, nope, nothing. Yeah, nothing, just this. It was terrible what happened to me. Hi, Mama Bear Leah. Hi, MBL. How are you, my friend? But yeah, she went through all this trauma and deposition, but in front of the psychiatrist, meh. It was just this incident. It was terrible. Terrible what happened to me. This Cardi B, this horrible, horrible person. Terrible, I tell you.
Ruined her whole life.
Yeah, with her scratch on the nose. Okay. So.
Example along the same lines is in my audio recorded exam, she told me that all of her emotional problems from the day of the incident, in this case, February 2018 to present, have been entirely due to what happened with Cardi B and absolutely nothing else. And she couldn't identify any other stressors in recent years that could be relevant. Whereas again, in her deposition testimony, the same year, January 2018, her mother was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. Later in the year, her mother had radiation therapy for cancer.
If you want to describe the issues more generically.
My apologies, Honor.
Sure.
And the same year, one of her friends committed suicide. And then, again, none of those things were shared with me. So that would be another example. I do have a couple more.
Wow.
Setting aside that mismatch that you're discussing, are there any other general topics, general factors on which you base your conclusion?
Yes. So another factor that I have to consider as a psychiatrist and medical doctor is there a mismatch across sources of information, considering the records I've reviewed, the psych testing I did, the interview. So another factor, which is very important, is to correlate somebody's subjective.
She almost looks like she has a lips wig on there because she's got the little strand there that's sneaking up there. Looks like a little. She borrowed this wig from Lips.
I don't think she would wear any of Lips' wigs.
Actually, I think Lips got this was a retired wig from Cardi B that Lips got.
Cardi B's wigs are like thousands of dollars.
It was. She got it in a storage locker with Jeremy Helm.
Cardi wears wigs that are made out of real hair.
Did he factor in bees be crazy? Wow.
Boy, this girl sounds like a real bullshitter.
She really does. Oh, look at that. Cindy gifted 10. Just J Hip memberships. Thank you, my friend. If you get one of those memberships, thank her. We appreciate her very much. She works hard for her money. And by the way, it's weird in here, but you'll get used to it. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. We are already at 55 gifted memberships today. Thank you so much, my friends. Much love. Just 3 away from 2,000 members. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. Much love. I really do appreciate it. Maria P says, real hair wigs cost about $2,500 run to $10 million in my area. 10 million.
10,000.
10,000.
That's how much they are, Jay. They're thousands of dollars.
I know. You should see the ones I took from Rosalind's house. Very expensive. Didn't Cardi B admit to putting extra ingredients in dudes' drinks to rob them? I have no clue what you're talking about on that one.
I have no idea. I never heard that.
You left me confused on that one, and I don't want to tell any tales out of school.
Yeah,
so
I have never heard that one before.
but I'll take your word for it because you're in the chat. So therefore, it's probably true. I'm running a Fleabag show. Oh, Clark says, look it up. I will look it up. And Strange Little Badger says, I'm feeling a little weird. Whoa. Okay. Uh-oh.
I hope you feel better.
And Puzzler, you know what? You should believe in Clark's investigations because you know what? I'm pretty sure he knows what he's talking about. But thank you so much, Badger. Much love, my friend. Thank you for the 5. Oh, even Maria P says, yes, Clark, when she was a dancer. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that would be.
Yes. Clark is good at his job. I've seen him in action. We've done a couple missions.
Yeah, mission.
I can confirm this.
Missions. That's funny as shit. Over to Ray's house to get that license plate on the travel trailer that says Rev Prawn on it. He had it personalized.
About to take that sucker on a road trip.
We're gonna Rev Prawn all across America. Thank you, Elizabeth Brass. Thank you, my friend. How are you? Metal Mom, how are you, my friend? I want to know how women who have those long ass nails wipe without doing. Well, I don't really want to get into that, Metal Mom. Hi, Doll Mom. How are you? But well, apparently they can type and they can do all that stuff. I've seen them do it with these long nails. I don't know how they do it, but they're very skilled. Okay, back to the show.
Objective being what she reports, emotional injury claims of injury with real life day-to-day function as a more objective measure. So in this case, if I accepted Ms. Ellis's reports of face value, particularly with the psych testing,
she just picked her nose.
Maybe she had a boogie.
Reported right here on the Just Jam show, Cardi B picks her nose. It was a scratch. It was just a scratch.
Yeah.
It was the angle. Breaking news.
Yeah, hopefully she flicked it at the bullshitter.
I should have put at the top of my stream today. Bombshell.
Cardi B flicks booger. Opposing counsel.
But JK overloaded my circuits to find out that your crime fighter license is suspended. Or was it Ketchup just overloading my circuits? Ooh. Ketchup, I think Yamaha's got a thing for you.
Wow.
I think Yamaha's got a thing for me.
I doubt it.
No, probably not.
Just saying.
Well, breaking news. Cardi B picks her nose over in the Just J-Hip show. Only Just J-Hip can report on that. D. Wayne says, Jay, she had an itch. Yeah. She went in deep. She was in there deep.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Jay reports on the hard-hitting news.
you would have profound off-the-charts PTSD, profound disabling depression, anxiety, profound disabling physical health conditions. Whereas when I compare that to her real-life function, she's had intact relationships with her, loving relationships with her family, which would not be reasonable in context, particularly of profound PTSD. That she's, in a few months after the altercation and continuing to the present, she's had a job that not only has been higher paying for her, but has been more demanding, requires top, excellent interpersonal skills, how to deal with people, troubled youths, and emotional resilience, and has, per her deposition, performed it well. Again, total mismatch. She also reported to me that since the incident, she's traveled to Hawaii, Las Vegas, Mexico, though she couldn't remember supposedly that if she had gone to other places or how many times. And again, even if you look in the psych testing report that was generated, particularly severe PTSD, you don't want to leave your house. You don't want to interact with people. You withdraw from your family. The future looks bleak to you. You don't have a job. These things are completely contrary.
Thank you. No further questions.
All right, cross.
The security guard's lawyer is a
Good afternoon,
total
Dr. Rosenberg.
Good afternoon,
idiot.
sir.
What's that?
This guy's an idiot. Her lawyer,
Oh,
the security guard's lawyer.
oh, yeah, he's not very good. Hey, look,
No.
smelling it off, just gifted 5 Just J-Hip memberships, which puts us over the top. 2,002 paid members, still not Robert Tower, but thank you so much. Hi, Gwen the Fair. JJJ, hi. Hi, Gwen. How are you, my friend? Thank you so much, Denise. If you get one of those, thank Denise. She works hard for her money, and we appreciate her. And also remember, all right, welcome to the Clown Loser Show. All right, well, if you don't like the show, that's okay. That's okay. Because I'll send Gabe over to clean your shoes and shine them and polish them. Of course I will. He's good at that. Also, we run a wonderful show over here where our show doesn't get taken off stream because we do a bunch of illegal stuff like Megan Fox. Thank you, Denise Meldenoff. I appreciate that.
Yes, thank you, everybody. That's so cool.
I bet your cross will be good.
Oh yeah. This guy's gonna nail it.
Yeah, he's been on a roll. He's like Saran Wrap's brother.
I took your deposition on August 5th and went over all of your opinions, correct?
We went over all my opinions, so it's very clear that you didn't ask me for all the factors in support of my opinions.
But I did take your deposition and took about 2 hours, a little bit less. Right?
Yes, sir, you were extremely polite and professional, which I appreciate.
Thank you, though. So you testified today that you billed $30,000 in this case. Is that often the charges
Oh,
that
wow.
you bill for the type of case that's litigated and
Rob Pate? Seriously? Rob Pate just gifted 50 Just J-Hip memberships to everyone but Robert Tower. I'm waiting for them to come across. I'm trying to see if Robert gets one. But thank you, Rob. Thank you, my friend. I'm looking. They're still scrolling across my stream.
I know, I've been watching too.
Looking, Robert. Is there a chance? No. Well, tried, Robert. Thank you so much, Rob Pate. Thank you, my friend. I can't thank you enough. That is 2,053 members for the month. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. If you get one of those, thank Rob Pate. He works hard for his money, and we appreciate him very, very much. And remember, it's weird in here, but you'll get used to it.
Meow.
Meow. Thank you, Rob Pate. Thank you, my friend. I can't believe. Thank you so much for all of that. That is amazing. Thank you so much. You folks have been beyond kind to Jay and Chup Chup. By the way, Chup Chup, you didn't remind me today. I gotta send you your paycheck today.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thank
because
you, Rob.
it's
And
20.
everyone that donated memberships today to push us over the 2,000 mark. That is so cool.
So amazing. And yes, we get paid on the 23rd, but I was sleeping all day yesterday. Well, actually, I was working all day yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to. So I get reminded.
It's okay. I know where you live.
I did in the stream. Yes, of course. Always got to take care of our Chup Chup. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. All right, let's see what Dummy has to say.
Without the time for trial courts, up until trial, is that a reasonable amount of billing in a case like this?
I would say in a complex case that spans over years, that's probably true of maybe 25% of my litigation matters that I work on.
Okay. And in addition to the $30,000 that you received, you were also paid $1,800 by Mount Alpha, correct?
Yes, sir, for my deposition fees.
And for today, you're being paid another $10,000 to prepare and appear here and testify and go back and forth. Is that fair?
I think that's reasonable, yes, sir.
Could it be higher than that?
I don't think so. I think that's a reasonable estimate.
So my estimate is about $40,000. Correct?
Yes, sir, I think that's very reasonable.
And in the past 29 years, you testified at your death.
I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure Jamie J is over there for nothing. I'm feeling bad already, Jamie J, to be honest with you. And to endure that,
I know, right? Well, we did offer her $20 to come hang out with us.
I know. I offered her $20 to come hang out with us. Rob Pate says, easy money, second pension account. Thank you, Rob Pate. Don't go into your pension account. No, Rob. No.
Yeah, don't waste your pension on us.
Yeah, not on us. No, Rob. No. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Don't go into your pension for just J-Hep. Trust me. Trust me. But do tickle that like button. I appreciate that. And thank you to all of you fine folks for joining Just J-Hep. I'll be sending you over to Coop right about 10:10. I'll send you all over to Coop. All right?
Every single time the defense hires you in a case, you remain the expert in that case without giving them an opinion before you testify. Is that what you're saying, sir? So, when you were hired by Cardi B's office, by her lawyers, when were you hired?
I believe it was sometime early in 2023.
And when you were hired in 2023, did you ask, well, strike that. Did you examine Imani Ellis in 2023, right? Or was it 2024?
Sorry, I mean to interrupt you, sir. I believe it was July 21st of 2023.
Did you ever do any type of examination on Cardi B at any point?
Given that would be inappropriate since she wasn't the plaintiff with a psychiatric claim, I did not, sir.
Right, but she was involved in some type of altercation, correct?
Objection.
I don't think it's relevant. It's not relevant whether she has any damages or not.
And what is your understanding as to what is the basis of this claim? What is Imani Ellis's claim? Why is she here in court?
My understanding is that she felt that she was verbally mistreated by Cardi B, including foul or demeaning language, that Cardi B touched her face with a long fingernail and caused some injury to her face, and that also resulted a month later in Ms. Ellis being fired from her security job.
Okay. Do you know, in psychiatry, do you treat patients that deal with assault and battery?
In my patient care practice, putting aside legal matters?
Yes.
What do you subject for being ambiguous to deal with?
I'll strike that. Have you treated patients for injuries related to assault and battery in your career since 1994 as a psychiatrist?
A few hundred times, from very simple to extremely severe injuries.
When you say simple, what is an example? What are you saying to us?
So by simple, I don't mean to say it's not important or it's not serious to the person. By me, for example, let's say somebody being pushed or a hand on a shoulder in an aggressive way or something like that, all the way up to people who are beaten and kicked on the ground with skull fractures and being hit over the head with clubs and pistol whips, a variety of things, stabbed.
And when you treated the various patients, would you treat them more than once? The ones that you're speaking of?
Typically, and again, it depends on the setting. As a medical doctor, I used to spend a lot of time in emergency rooms. So
Well, if you were checks. I'm sorry you're done communicating. Well, we can't wait to see you the next time. I love you, my friends.
Have a good day.
I always love Witch X. She puts a comment in every single stream. I love Witch X. Thank you, my friend. Much love to you. Much love to you. You're a wonderful friend. Thank you. Thank you so much, my friend.
Yes, sir. Where should I look?
Yes, if we can look at Exhibit 1-00.
Oh, we got a new book here now. This one's important. This is an important book here, Chup Chup. This is the one that we read last week, if you remember correctly, when we were doing the court documents, if you remember.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we were doing the court documents, and
Oh, wow. Jack's mom, thank you so much.
thank you, Jack's mom gifted 5 Just J-Hip memberships. Thank you, Jack's mom. If you get one of those, thank Jack's mom. She works hard for her money, and Jack does too, is my understanding. Jack does too, from my understanding. Thank you, Jack's mom. We appreciate you. We love you. And also remember, we're a couple of clown losers over. Actually, we're a whole crew of clown losers over here. And if you don't like the show, that's okay. I'll send Gabe over to your house to clear out any bees' nests or wasp nests around your home. I can do that. Thank you, Jack's mom. I appreciate you, my friend. And that account was for fun and charity. Just not sure which of those 2 categories a few hundred times in writing you specifically. Medical operations J goes under. I'm not sure either. I'm not sure what that falls under, Jack. Rob. I'm not sure what that falls under. It could be either or. It could be, I would say, medical operations. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Thank you, Rob. Thank you for the 10. And Rob also says, oops, jumbled text to talk. Turned on accidentally. That's okay, Rob.
You sent us an LP super chat.
Yeah. Yes. we got an Elemental P super chat from Rob Payne. Amazing. And then we got a Elemental P $2 retraction or I don't know explanation super chat. Well, thank you, Rob. And then he includes, that was funnier now. Thank you, Rob. Thank you.
There's not enough money in the world, Puzzler.
Self-lobotomies. No, I'm doing self-lobotomies.
Oh, Coop's behind. He just got to the booger flicker part.
Oh, no. Coop's behind. Yeah, just got to booger flipping. What would you expect on the Just Your Hip show? All right, I mean, I was exposing like huge things. It was huge exposing.
Uh-huh.
Bombshell.
Bombshell. It's the bombshell booger.
Yeah, can I tell you guys a funny story? All right, this is kind of funny, and I know a lot of times things are like clickbait and stuff. So a lot of times in my show, when I set up a thumbnail, I'll put in like breaking news or bombshell. But the thing is, I always make sure I have some sort of a bombshell. Now, my bombshells aren't what Tug or Jeremy Hells might have. No, my bombshell might be something like, Butter Crusher said Michael Luthman. Oh my God, they're ready. Trust me, when you get to my bombshells, it's never the bombshell you think it's going to be. It's always going to be, the minor bombshell that nobody caught, like when things happen genetically, or maybe when you're on the bit, or maybe when you find out that guano is related to Daryl Brooks. Gang, they're gonna be a little bit more minor. It's not gonna be what you think, but I always make sure there is one there. That's important. Right, Chup, we don't let them down.
No, we don't.
No, we never do.
We don't disappoint over here.
Don't let you down. By the way, Fleabag, I know it's been a long time with the Dickles and everything, but just so you know, Cardi B trial rewatch, 1.2 giveaways. Thank you so much, my friends. Thank you. But keep trying. It's been a week or so, but keep trying. Thank you, my friends. Back to the show.
I'm there, sir.
At the time of your deposition, had you reviewed this case?
Objection. Beyond the scope of direct.
The best I recall, sir, I had not reviewed this particular page.
Do you remember in your deposition, I asked you if you'd reviewed all of Miss Imani Ellis' medical bill? You remember that?
I apologize. I vaguely remember that, and I don't remember what my answer was.
Is he designated for medical bill? No. I don't know why we're going down this road.
Okay. Thank you. If we can go to exhibit number 2.
I'm at exhibit number 2, sir.
You reviewed the medical records and bills of Dr. McKinsey, correct?
Yes, I haven't done so recently, but I did earlier in this case.
And we went over this together at the time of your deposition. And you expressed that for purposes of workers' compensation, the treatment was reasonable, but maybe for this case it's not. Do you remember specifying to that, Doctor?
Objection beyond the scope of direct and also beyond the scope of direct.
That is a good point. This guy does blink a lot. He's a blinker. I don't know. He might be fawning at Cardi B over here. That could be his thing.
He's a ball of excitement, this guy.
He's also a gulper. He really gulps out of his beverage there.
I bet you he's fun at a party, though.
I bet you so. He's a gulp. Well, that probably turns his frown upside down.
As far as any type of physical injury, isn't it true that you are not giving any type of expert opinion about physical injury, correct?
Aside from her inconsistent reports of whether or not she's actually touched on the face by the fingernail, that's correct, sir. I'm not a plastic surgeon. Other than that, I'm not giving any testimony with regard to physical injuries.
And when she came to your office, did you examine her face to see if she had a scar?
As I do,
yes or no? I'm sorry.
Well, I observed her across the table for several hours. I didn't specifically examine her face.
Did you have an intention to look for the scar on her face? Yes or no?
Yes.
Did you physically go up to her face and look to see if there was a scar?
No, sir.
Did you literally Get up in her grill and look for a scar. Did you use a microscope? This just turned good. Did you literally? Did you run like with Boner Crusher? Did you run her through an AI machine and look for the scar? He's sitting across the table. If there was a scar, there'd be a scar. He would have seen one. But no, he's like, you literally weren't even within 3 inches of her face? How would you know? You're right, Puzzler. Yeah, women don't wear makeup. Yeah, of course.
Well, and if you can't see it from a few feet away, then obviously it's not this big life-altering scar on her face.
By the way, Faves, you make a good point. The mystery kid of Tube Town. He's been putting out some videos. I can't catch everything. I got a lot going on with
Oh, he's up to 647 subs.
Yeah, and also
That's pretty cool.
I think Chop mentioned that she had popped in a couple of his live streams and seen some of you fine folks over there commenting and stuff. So thank you, my friends, for once again. Don't forget, LMNOP decided to go ahead and SWAT. All right, Travis and a young kid for fireworks. And then
Well, they don't care about anybody but themselves.
And then when that didn't work out, they said they were harming our pets because of noise stuff. Yeah. Check him out. Go give him a like, give him a sub, of course. I did a whole week promoting and making sure people would just go sub to this kid for no other reason than just sub to this kid because, yes, he's a cool kid. He's just trying to do some YouTube stuff. And quite frankly, and that's the thing. They were talking about how they were talking about how Travis was hanging out with this kid and whatnot. The kid's trying to learn some YouTube and just doing some YouTube and having some fun. For God's sakes, what's wrong with that? What if LP and John Crook had learned to do this? I wouldn't have to go work double shifts with all of you fine folks just to keep these jackasses alive. We're the ones who have to do the work so make sure that they can survive because they can't do it on their own. All right? Because they're losers. All right? And that's the bottom truth. And this kid's out here, 12 years old or something like that, and he's doing some YouTube. My goodness. He should be hanging out with Travis and a lot of other people, just doing his YouTube thing. There's nothing wrong with that. The only thing wrong is swatting a kid for throwing some fireworks with Travis. That's terrible. All right, back to Cardi B because this guy's doing a good job up there on the stand.
I wonder if there's a Guinness Book World Record for most calls to a police department within a 1-year period.
Book Reader says, okay, I'm way behind here. Why is Cardi B on trial? Well, sit tight, Book Reader. Watch on. I've done this multiple times. In the stream, you'll see I've done the recap there on why she's there. Sit tight. Sit tight, Book Reader. You'll get if you're that far behind, I can't do it. It's not going to help you now for me to do it.
Are you giving any opinions about Miss Amani's physical scar on her face, whether she has one now, she had one from this incident, anything to do with her plastic surgery? Giving any of the opinions about that?
Objection, being hypothetical, also the opposite.
Okay, and in formulating your opinions, did you review Miss Amani Ellis's medical records?
Yes, sir, and those were extremely important to me, actually.
Okay. And you reviewed the medical records from Nicole McKenzie, is that correct? You remember that?
I haven't recently, but I have in the past, yes, sir.
You can look at it. Did you review Exhibit 2?
Yes, sometime before my deposition, but I've not looked at them since.
And you reviewed Exhibit 3?
Yes, sometime before my deposition, but not since.
Okay. And you reviewed Exhibit 4? And Exhibit 5?
Let me take a look here. Pardon me a sec. As best I recall, yes, but not recently.
And in formulating your opinions, did all of these exhibits assist you in your formulating opinions and coming up with your opinions for us today?
The Kaiser records were extremely important because she had several visits and didn't report a single emotional problem, didn't ask for any care-related
Objection, non-responsive.
So it's against me no question. Did you rely on the records in forming your opinions?
only the Kaiser records.
I didn't ask you about the Kaiser.
Oh, I'm sorry. You asked me about Kaiser records earlier. You mean just the ones I'm looking at in the notebook?
I never said the word Kaiser. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm sorry. I guess when you said medical records, that's what I was interpreting.
Yeah, I'm talking about the medical records from Dr. McKinsey, a psychologist, the medical records from Dr. Avila, a psychologist, the medical records from Dr. Mulligan, a plastic surgeon, the medical records from Dr. Norman, pain management doctor. Did you review these records? You testified a moment ago, yes. And the question is, did you use these 4 medical records in formulating any of your opinions that you testified to today here in court?
No, sir.
Okay, so when you said there was inconsistencies, didn't you mean that, well, strike that. When you said there's inconsistencies, you found those in the medical records that I just asked you about? Isn't that true?
Maybe I had previously. I don't recall if that's in my deposition testimony, but I did not consider those in formulating my opinions for today. It was the Kaiser records.
Okay, the Kaiser records that you're speaking of. Isn't it true that the Kaiser records, any medical treatment that Imani Ellis received at Kaiser, it has nothing to do with this case. It has nothing to do with assault and battery. It's something totally unrelated, correct?
Objections, speculation, hearsay.
Super problem solved.
Why did Imani Ellis go to Kaiser Hospital?
Objection, speculation.
Do you know why, from reading the medical records and bills, do you know why Miss Imani Ellis went to the Kaiser Permanente Hospital?
Over.
Yes, Your Honor. The answer is yes.
Okay. Why did she go to Kaiser Permanente Hospital?
Well, April 2022 was for an annual history and physical, a comprehensive. November 2022, comprehensive history and physical. April 2023 with a PA was for reported hand pain.
Everything that you just told us right now about Kaiser Permanente Hospital, as a medical doctor, and in reviewing all these records that you testified you read, wouldn't you agree that those medical treatments have nothing to do with this incident? Agreed? Yes or no?
Objection, very ambiguous.
I disagree. They're extremely important.
I didn't ask you if they're important. I agree they're important. Colonial Hospital is important. My question is, if the medical treatment that was received at Kaiser Permanente Hospital, if it has any relation to medical treatment received by Imani Ellis related to this incident that occurred on February 24th, 2018. Was it?
For my purposes, yes.
Okay. So are you telling us that Ms. Imani Ellis went to the hospital in 2022 and 2023 because of injuries related to this incident? Is that what you're testifying to, Doctor?
No.
I understand what you're saying. What you are telling us is you used some of the medical records from Kaiser Permanente Hospital to formulate some of your opinions in this case. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's true.
Yes, thank you.
And
Is this like the bottomless glass of beverage going on here? I mean, he's taking like 38,000 drinks out of this, and it seems like they're gulps here, Chump Chump.
I know. Well, Puzzler said he thinks that that's a hydrogen water bottle.
Oh, that could be.
So maybe it just somehow makes its own water. Just refills itself.
It adds bubbles. It adds bubbles. But if you look at his face, his frown's slightly turning around just a little bit. So I think he's getting happier. Almost. I mean, he's almost. It's gone from sad to like almost straight across. So
He has been drinking that for a while, and he does like toss it back when he takes a drink. So
I know, that's why I'm so confused. Like,
I know.
it's like I would have needed a refill by now.
It doesn't look that big.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a big gulp, Stanley.
That doesn't look like a Stanley size.
Just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. That is a good point. We found the human bobblehead. He might. That is a good point. I hadn't considered Rob. He does look like a bobblehead. A little bit.
He does.
I'm with you on that one. Thank you, my friend. Yes, he does look like a bobblehead. But yeah, well, what if it's not his water cup, but rather his spittoon? And he is chewing back. Oh, well, that is a good point also, Chucky. Maybe it's a spit cup. It could be a spit cup. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, my friend. But yeah, it could be a spit cup. I never thought about that.
Wouldn't he be spitting downwards though?
Wouldn't he spitting upwards?
Well, he is an expert.
Well, yeah, he's an expert, so we got that.
You use that for your different type of studies or MMPI studies and all types of different testing that you do, correct?
Over 5. It's okay.
Hi, Shirley.
But just so we're clear, the actual treatment didn't have to do with assault and battery or a physical injury. Is that correct?
It's been asked and answered several times.
All right, and then I want some clarity on the other 4 documents. The psychological. Well, let me ask you this: as a psychiatrist, do you believe that psychological care with no medication is a respected medicine?
As a general principle, yes.
Have you referred your own patients to receive psychological care?
Oh, innumerable times, yes.
And whether it's a PsyD or PhD or some other type of psychologist that's licensed, you agree that patients can receive medical care from those types of professionals and actually benefit from that type of care. Do you agree?
Well, it's not medical care, but I do agree that they can receive very helpful, effective mental health care.
So are you saying mental health care is not medical care? Objection, this case is
In general, unless it's a psychiatrist, mental health care is much broader and refers to non-medical healthcare providers, psychologists, LMFT, social workers.
Oh, slam! Slam on the mental health providers. Slam. Burn.
I don't think this guy could cry, Chucky. I don't think that's possible.
That's like when I went to the neurosurgeon for my neck surgery, and I was like, I don't get it. I said, I kept going to the other doctors, and they kept telling me I had shoulder pain because of, something else. And I was like, why didn't they come up with this? And he's like, they're not neurosurgeons. Like, damn, bird.
Is that the doctor where you were digging through all the cabinets?
Yeah, I went through all those cabinets. Yeah, of course. You leave me unsupervised in a doctor's office, I'm going to play with all their stuff. All right? It's pretty standard. I mean, he had like a skull thing in his office, and I was like, well, that patient didn't do well. But it may or may not have been real. I don't know. I mean, I took it apart. But
I'm sure you did.
of course, if you leave toys around, I'm going to play with them. So, they left a skull toy and a back toy and a spine toy laying around in there. Yeah.
Did you take home one of those little things that they hit on your knee? The reflex hammer?
Oh, I should have. Yeah. just so I'd have an extra tool around the house. Like when my dad comes over, he's like, "Hey Jay, go grab your tools." It's like, "Here you go." He's like, "Jay, this is in the doctor's office. It's an actual hammer, Jay." That's why he always brings his own tools.
Jay's got every size of rubber glove in his drawer.
I pocket so many rubber gloves every time I go there.
And a whole bunch of those really long Q-tips with the wooden sticks.
I leave with an entire pocket full of rubbers, gloves. Yeah, I got so many tongue depressors. Leatherface and Canine Cop Gay Off are just jealous, you know. He's no longer tongue depressor. But you find folks still come over here and watch the show for some reason. But thank you. I don't know why.
Me neither.
Do you believe that patients benefit from mental health treatment with no medication?
For the appropriate indication, yes, sir.
And how does it help if they go to a psychologist and they talk about their problems from your perspective? You're a psychiatrist. You are the man who would know. So when a patient goes to a psychologist and they talk about their problems and explain their problems, why does that help the patient? Why?
I don't know that it's relevant. So if you can establish some foundations to why we're talking about other patients.
Did Amani Ellis receive psychological treatment in this case, based on your review of the medical records and medical bills, from 2 different psychologists? True?
Yes.
And from your review of the medical records, she went to 7 treatments with Nicole McKenzie and other doctors from her office. Is that true?
Objection beyond
That sounds about right, sir, yes.
And she went to Dr. Avila, another psychologist. She went to his office and got treatment from other providers that were under him for a total of 12 treatments, correct?
Objection beyond circumstances.
That sounds about right, yes, sir.
And those 2 psychologists, setting aside this case, is there any reason why you as a professional would not refer a patient to these 2 psychologists?
Objection.
I withdraw the question.
If we were to talk about,
Do you remember at the time of your deposition, you said to me that you testified under oath that you worked alongside Dr. Mulliken in cases before? True? About 10 times?
Well, you say alongside. I've been on the same side and on the opposite side in several legal cases, not like next to him, sir.
I understand.
Well, that is a good point. Seriously, my vascular surgeon, after asking why insurance would pay him, but not my cardiologist for the same procedure, his answer, because he's not a vascular surgeon. That is true. That is very true. It depends on what Jay, why would you need rubbers? Dr. Miyagi.
Gross.
Dr. Miyagi. Dr. Miyagi. Thank you, Rob. Thank you for the 10, my friend.
You know, this attorney is trying to make this psychiatrist guy look like he's being disingenuous, but this guy doesn't play about his job. You can tell.
Yeah, you can tell. That's why, they have to pay him to be there. He's like, I don't do this shit for free. This is my job. He's like Dr. Medchill. He does this shit for a paycheck. I do this because it's my job, so you have to pay me. Thank you, Rob Tate. Thank you, my friend. Whereas Dr. Medchill does this because, well, he wants the money. So he'll say anything stupid. Thank you, Rob. Well, let's see where the attorney goes with this. It's going well.
But you worked alongside him, meaning you've worked on the same cases in about 10 different times, correct? That was your testimony.
Yes, I don't know if it's 10 on the same side or 10 in total on both sides, but happy to accept whatever you say.
Right. And you're affiliated with UCLA?
Not anymore. I was a professor for 16 years, but not anymore.
Okay. And Dr. Mulliken is also affiliated with UCLA? Is that how you know him?
I don't know if he's currently affiliated with UCLA or not, so he certainly has excellent qualifications.
Right. You said that at your deposition. Your words were, he has very impressive credentials, correct?
Yes.
Do you know Dr. Mulliken to be a clinical associate professor at UCLA?
That's awesome, Jack's mom.
At your deposition, you stated that you cannot say that the diagnosis was malingering. You remember testifying to that?
Yes.
And what does that mean?
Hey, Patty Cake.
You can read this one.
Hey, Jay. Next time you're at the gyno, grab me the pap smear ones. The unused ones are great for cleaning a sewing machine. Oh, jeez.
What? What the hell?
Well, you know, Jay is going to be having 2 upcoming appointments with DR because she's checking him out twice just to make sure. So, you know, I'll remind him, Maria P. Don't worry, girl. I got you.
She's checking out both sides.
I asked her to double book you just to make sure. We wanted to make sure, double check everything.
You know, my favorite episode of South Park is, do you remember the girls had their own treehouse and the boys wanted to be involved? And the boys go up there and they have like an initiation. And the first thing one of the girls says is, now take the stick and stick it up your pee hole. Favorite episode ever. And the boys are looking at each other like, I don't know that we want to be in the club anymore. Back to this very important trial that we're giving them a lot of legal commentary on. In the description, I put legal commentary and analysis.
Legal commentary, analysis, and boogers.
From a per se lawyer and Ketchup. But thank you for tuning in and tickle that like button. I appreciate it. Oh no.
What does malingering mean?
Well, yeah.
I didn't know if you meant that or what I meant by saying I couldn't diagnose.
Why don't we start with what does malingering mean?
So malingering is an official diagnosis of the American Psychiatric Association. It's not a disorder, but it's a diagnosis, which refers to a pattern of intentional exaggeration, fabrication, or other manipulation in a legal context for secondary gain. For example, in
AKA bullshitting.
You're trying to appear psychotic to avoid criminal punishment in a litigation like this, typically for monetary gain.
And you testified at the deposition that you cannot say that the diagnosis was malingering. You remember saying that?
Ms. Ellis, absolutely, I did say that, sir.
Do you remember meeting Miss Ellis? Do you remember that encounter?
Yes.
Do you remember telling Miss Ellis that you were sorry about what she went through? Did you tell her that?
Yes, based upon her description, I told her I was sorry what she had been through, and it was a pleasure to meet her.
And the testing that you did was in 2023, 5 years later?
Yes, sir.
Would it have been beneficial to have done your testing and interview and all the different things shortly after this incident?
I think that would have been beneficial as well, but also doing it again later is also equally beneficial.
And do you remember I asked you about discovery? If you had reviewed any discovery and you said you had not? Fair?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you actually asked that the defense provide you with the discovery so you could review it and that you would then give us additional opinion. You remember testifying to that in your deposition?
Objection is successful.
I don't recall, but I know I said that if I received additional information of any type, I'd happily review it, consider it, and it could modify my opinions.
Have you received those discovery responses?
No, sir.
Do you remember also testifying at your deposition that it would be beneficial to your opinions to see Imani Ellis a second time? Do you remember testifying to that?
Yes.
And that if you saw her a second time, that it could further modify your opinions in this case, correct?
Objection is successful.
Potentially, yes, sir.
And between 2018 and 2023, before you saw Imani Ellis, between that 5-year time span, her psychological or psychiatric condition could have changed, correct? She could have got better. She could have recovered, right? Sure.
I'm sorry, between 18 and 23?
Yes.
That's certainly a possibility.
Okay. And when she saw Dr. McKenzie for 7 visits and other doctors that work in Dr. McKenzie's office, those 7 visits, you say that psychological care helps. Maybe it helped her.
Objection also says that.
Possible, correct?
Sustained.
Do you believe that Miss Imani Ellis benefited from the psychological care she received from Dr. McKenzie?
Objection
Yes or no?
call for speculation.
Sustained.
And she also received, from your review of the medical records, 12 visits from Dr. Avila's office and staff, correct? You testified to that. So would you agree that 7 plus 12 is 19 visits of psychological care? True?
Yes, I feel very confident in that. Yes.
Okay, appreciate that. When you refer your patients out for psychological treatment, do you usually give a limit on the course of care, or maybe 5 visits, 10 visits, 12 visits, or you just refer them out to psychological providers?
I'm usually quite precise, but it also depends on the type of psychological care or psychotherapy. Some are time limited on purpose. Others could go on over the course of somebody's lifetime.
All right, so why don't we focus on what his opinions are?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Okay. Also, you talked about the distinction in your deposition between factual opinion and psychiatric opinion. And you said that you cannot say what did or did not occur in the incident. You remember testifying to that?
Yes.
So basically what that means, just to break it down, is you don't know how this incident occurred. Is that fair?
Outside of a psychiatric context, that's correct. Actually, it's none of my business to determine what happened.
And isn't it true that you don't know if Miss Imani Ellis was assaulted and battered by Cardi? You just don't know, correct?
Factually, that's correct, sir.
And you also don't know if Imani Ellis was cut on her face by Cardi. You don't know that, correct?
Objection beyond the scope of this evidence.
Sustained.
Have you ever spoken with Cardi B at all during the course of this case?
No, sir. I've never spoken to her or had any other type of communication with her.
Would it have been beneficial for you to hear Cardi B's version of what happened in this case? Would that help you in your expert opinion?
I'd certainly be happy to weigh that and give it consideration, but my focus was on emotional injuries of plaintiff, Ms. Ellis, not on an evaluation of Cardi B.
Understood. But would it have been beneficial to at least hear her version of what occurred in the case? Would that help you? Objections. I withdraw the question. Thank you, Doctor. No further questions.
It's a privilege to see you again, sir.
Thank you, Doctor.
All right, remark.
How would it be beneficial to hear what Cardi B went through for for the plaintiff? I mean, that makes no sense.
Because this guy sucks.
Did you see my email? Oh. Hang on. Sit tight. Hang on. Let's take a look here.
I think Rob Pate's thinking about Dickles.
Rob Pate wants me to do Dickles. That's what Instructor Frank Strong Jr. Harmonica Beginner's Manual, 4th edition. Is there more to this? I'm interested.
She needs a shitty flute manual, 1st edition beginner.
What? Well, I think I could do pretty good. I think I do pretty good already. I thought I was dominating the harmonica over here. I thought I was dominating. I'm not dominating?
I guess.
I mean,
Ish.
Ish? Bunch of bastards. You suck.
Back to Rob's Dickles. Why are you thinking about Dickles, Rob?
Yeah, talking about Dickles, Rob. I'm gonna let this play for a few minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You testified earlier as to your understanding of the facts of this case. Could you please explain what sources that's based on?
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
I'm sorry. You testified earlier as to your understanding of the facts of this case. Could you please explain what sources your understanding is based on?
Yes, so it's based upon my review of Ms. Ellis's deposition, the available I reviewed. Again, understanding several of them I haven't reviewed recently. It's also based upon my detailed audio recorded 7-hour interview with Ms. Ellis. And again, in the course of doing my interview, I accept hypothetically at face value that what she's telling me is correct. And then later I form my opinions, which may include opinions regarding symptom validity. But it's not my role to make a factual determination.
And all of those sources that you've reviewed, the facts come from Ms. Ellis or statements that Ms. Ellis made. Is that correct?
Yes.
And does that make sense to you that you would rely on Ms. Ellis's own statements in forming a diagnosis or lack of diagnosis as to Ms. Ellis?
Objection outside the scope.
Well, if it was a patient care setting, you typically rely only on what the patient tells you and accept at face value. The person's there for help. In a legal context, it's not appropriate for me to accept what somebody says at face value without corroborating it against psychological testing and available records.
Man, I'd hate to play a game of make me laugh with this guy.
Did not formally diagnose Ms. Ellis with malingering. What does a formal diagnosis of malingering require, and why did you not?
Oh, I didn't know. I have to scroll down. Oh, there is more. Edit taps. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, jingle bells, roll your boat. Let's see. So I got some. Let's see. We got the major scales. Okay, we're learning some. So
that's a metronome, I think.
Oh, they're giving me a lot of information here. Let me see here. Let's see. So if I blow, it's a 4, but if I draw, it's a -4. But if I blow a 5, that sounds like I'm gonna get arrested here.
You can blow a 5?
Well, my BAC is clearly not going in the right direction here. Just wait till I blow a 7.
Can you blow double digits? Your button thing is on.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Let me see. I'm going to give this a whirl. Hang on. Hey,
Don't blow when the button's on, Jay.
I was quieting down for the court, the very important court case. It's 7 years old, Rob, wondering what the girls meant. Well, let me tell you this much, Rob. I'm gonna try and see if I can figure this out. Let's see. Apparently, Rob. Hang on, sit tight. Let's see. We got a lot of blowing to do here. All right. Well, let's see. Wait, no. I think it's. How was that? Is that almost there?
It's alright.
I mean, that wasn't bad for a first attempt out of right out of the gate. Just right out of the gate. I mean, I kind of nailed it if you think about it.
If you say so.
Even Gwen says, not bad, Jay. You almost got it.
Terrible. It wasn't terrible.
It was the first time, like, that was out of the blue. Like, I just, like, look at me, just Jay Hip, look at me go. Even Robin says, oh my gosh, he's doing it. Crusty says, I have a bird that can do that. I never said it more. I'm a pear head with a pear brain. Leave me alone.
I'm sorry, Dwayne. Are you okay?
This was laughing brilliant.
She's biased.
I'm the best pear-headed harmonicist in the world. Harmonicist?
Shitty flutist.
Shitty flutist in the world.
There you go. That I can support.
You, my friend. I tell you what, by the next time we do a stream, just J Hip's gonna be twinkling in all of your freaking ears. Thank you for the two, Mama Bear. Well, I think we've had enough fun today. We've gotten through quite a bit of Cardi B here. I mean, about 2.
Are we like almost done? Like, can we finish this guy up in the next couple minutes and then quit?
Oh, yeah, we can do
so that we don't have to do him again next time?
I don't know that you.
Well, he's a little bit of a downer, you know what I mean?
Apparently, Ketchup doesn't want to do him again.
Maybe it would be more exciting if you could teach him how to blow on your shitty food or something.
You're the one who doesn't want to do him.
Shut up, Jay. You're just jealous because nobody's doing you.
Because although Ms. Ellis meets the fundamental criteria from a psychiatric standpoint of gross symptom exaggeration or outright fabrication and a pattern of inconsistencies across information, she's had so many traumas in her life, both growing up and other losses and traumas around 2018, that I can't rule out that she has some sort of emotional problems at a mild level, but they just wouldn't be related to this case.
You evaluated Miss Ellis 5 years after the incident, according to Miss Ellis.
Yes.
Correct. In your professional opinion, what is the likelihood that Miss Ellis would not present with any emotional or psychological injuries up to that date that would be related to the incident, but then after this date would suddenly develop emotional or psychological injuries related to that incident.
Objection, vague and ambiguous, unintelligible. No.
Vague, ambiguous, unintelligible. One hell of an objection there. Vague, ambiguous, and unintelligible. Wow. Killer.
I'm sorry, Honor, I didn't hear it. It makes no reasonable sense, and there's no significant likelihood that that would be the case from a medical standpoint. Again, the incident itself, taken at face value, constitutes a situational stressor, a stressful interpersonal interaction. It certainly does not constitute a trauma, as I've discussed. And for somebody to not have a psychiatric disorder and emotional injury for 5 years thereafter, but have significant evidence of symptom manipulation, and also to have the resilience to, by her own accord, report not have psychiatric problems from all the real trauma she has had in her life at other times. It makes no sense that she would suddenly develop it at this point.
Thank you. Give me just a minute.
This is a total money grab.
I think,
Yes, sir. Thank you. For any type of other types of injuries that you brought up, someone who was shot at school, a family member got sick, all these other things that you brought up, where did you obtain that information?
Objection, vague and ambiguous.
Okay.
And it's also outside scope.
Sustained.
Did you see any other psychological records or bills related to Imani Ellis prior to this instance?
Outside the scope.
Sustained.
Are her attorneys father and son?
It might be.
You generated a report, correct, on November 22nd of 24?
Objection, outside the scope.
Sustained. This was basically one line questioning relating to whether or not your client had other onset of symptoms. I think you're limited to that.
When you said, when counsel just asked you some questions about inconsistencies and malingering, you said there were inconsistencies. Where were there these inconsistencies? Was it the time when you interviewed her one time, or was it in the medical records?
Objection, outside the scope.
Over.
As I had tried to explain, it was a combination of my review of the records, psychological testing, and my interview, comparing those as well as intrinsic validity issues within some of those sources.
Which medical record shows an inconsistency? Which one?
The extremely important Kaiser medical records.
What does the Kaiser medical record say that's inconsistent?
That in, again, April 2022, she went for complete history and physical. She specifically denied any kind of mental health issues, specifically denied anxiety, sleep problems, and no reported mental health problems, no request for care. Same thing in November 2022 with Dr. Ahmad. And then in April 2023, when she went in for her hand pain with the nurse practitioner, they also did a review of systems and asked her about symptoms across the board, which is typical for Kaiser. Absolutely no emotional problems whatsoever, no request for mental health assistance.
So are you telling us that when Imani Ellis went to Kaiser Permanente on the date of November 29, 22, respectfully, when she went there for vaginal discharge, she should have told that doctor that she had psychological issues? Is that what you're saying, doctor?
Objection, be on
Yes or no?
Over.
It was a different entry. I'm not talking
That's
about
not
that
what I'm
entry.
asking, doctor. Again, should I repeat what I said, or can you just?
I don't think he said he based his opinion on that record.
Why are they bringing up
reviewed
her
this record,
vaginal
Kaiser Permanente,
discharge?
correct?
That's important.
Like you would know.
Yes, this is important. I've been here keeping my mouth shut. The ketchup just made me spit out my drink. Shut up, Jay. You just made one. You just mad no one doing you. What? What? Sorry, recall. I have Miyagi. Leave me alone. I have Miyagi.
Hey, recall.
Well, the vaginal discharge is important when it comes to having your head lopped off. This is
Oh, there you go. Now it makes sense.
Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense why that would be important. So that's how it works. He's only got 2 minutes left on the stand. Let's let this play out a little bit and see where it goes. I have a pretty good feeling it'll probably go well.
You reviewed it. You just testified about it. 161 pages of records. And you said that these records show inconsistencies. And now my question is, are you telling me that my client went to Kaiser Permanente for vaginal discharge on November 29th of 22, and at that visit, she's supposed to tell the doctor that she has psychological problems? Is that your testimony, doctor?
Objection. Argumentative.
Listen. Are you telling us that every time someone sees a doctor, a medical doctor for a cough, sees a dentist for their broken tooth, sees a podiatrist for the broken toe, they have to each time tell the doctor, I have an emotional injury, I have a psychological injury to that medical doctor?
He's a podiatrist for a broken toe. I'm not 100% that a podiatrist handles a broken toe, maybe. I thought they handled more things like foot fungus and things along those lines.
I think they do anything feet related.
But I don't think they do surgery on a broken toe. Or maybe they do. I could be wrong.
I think they do anything with your feet. Like if you have corns or ingrown toenails or like problems with the bones in your feet, they can fix it.
Do they handle broken toes?
I think so.
Maybe they do.
I think it's anything, like they're exclusively about the feet. They got a lot of feet pics over there.
They do, says Mr. Lee. Okay. I just wasn't sure that they, but yes, okay. They handled the heavy hitting surgery on the feet. That's very true. Okay. Sorry, my bad. I wasn't sure. It sounded funny to me. I thought they handled corns and things like that, and corn on the cob and corn on the toes and whatever, but
they do it all.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Rob.
It's the one-stop foot shop.
With luck, it will be breaking news before show's over today. I hope so, Rob. That would be amazing. We got 1 minute left of this guy. Thank you, Rob Pate. We're going to finish up our last minute here. Or 2 minutes.
Is that what you mean?
Objection. Argumentative.
Sustained.
What do you mean by inconsistency for the Kaiser records? Tell us in your own words.
Well, I just mentioned as example 3 key entries where she went. 2 of them were for history and physical and general checkups where everything was covered.
Show me in the book. Show me in the book. Blue book.
Okay, why don't you let him finish the answer before you ask him the next?
Yes, sir.
So,
Are you done, Doctor?
no, Your Honor, thank you. So again, one was April 2022, Dr. King. The next was November 2022, Dr. Ahmed. The next was nurse practitioner Leon, April 2023, where these are records where, for Kaiser electronic medical records, they asked about other types of conditions, and there were no complaints at all from her that she had a mental health problem or was asking for any kind of care, despite these profound elevations on her psych testing. And in that first one with Dr. King, April 2022, she actually specifically denied problems with insomnia or anxiety, which covers a significant aspect of her symptoms.
Doctor, my request is you show me these 161 pages where it says what you're saying so that I can confirm myself. It's in front of you in the blue book under exhibit
Right, Patty
212.
Cake? They do.
You're more than welcome to look at it and show it so that we know the truth.
Objection, Your Honor.
I withdraw the question. Let's go to another issue. So, if the plaintiff's emotional injury ended before she went to Kaiser, would you agree that there would be no inconsistency because the psychological injury ended prior to that medical visit? You agree with that?
Objection. Speculation outside of the scope.
It makes no reasonable sense. It's not possible.
Why is it not possible? Why can't she recover? She could have recovered before she went to the Kaiser. She could have recovered, couldn't she?
Which question would you like me to answer?
Could Miss Imani Ellis have recovered in 2021 or 2022 before she went to Kaiser Hospital? Is that possible? Yes or no?
Objection. Incomplete hypothetical.
Overruled.
Taking her symptoms at face value, it's not possible and it's contradictory.
So if in her mind, in her brain, she felt that she recovered after seeing these psychologists, why would she tell Kaiser that she has a psychological problem if she recovered?
I'm sorry, counsel. So she does an exam with him in 23?
No, Your Honor.
When did she see him?
Yes, that was
Okay. And you're saying that she recovered prior to that, but then had the onset of symptoms when she was with him?
my question is if the plaintiff recovered in 2022 before she went to Kaiser Permanente Hospital, she had recovered, would there be any reason to tell Kaiser she has an emotional injury? Yes or no?
It makes no sense.
I understand, but if it was true.
All right, I think we're done here. Do you have anything else?
In 2023, when Miss Imani Ellis saw you, did she tell you she was still experiencing emotional injuries from this incident?
Yes, in both the interview and particularly the testing.
And when she told you she was suffering from emotional injuries, did she believe that you're a psychiatrist? Did she know that?
Objection. Speculation.
Did you disclose to Imani
Okay,
Ellis?
we're beyond the scope here. Why don't you focus on what was in the redirect?
Yeah, you're killing your client here,
You
dude.
said there were some inconsistencies in the Kaiser records. Isn't it true that when Imani Ellis went to Kaiser Permanente Hospital, she went there for reasons other than psychological reasons?
Objection. Absolutely.
Sustained.
In fact, aside from, well, strike, I would throw that question.
I think you should sit down.
The first doctor you said, Dr. King? And she saw Dr. King.
It wasn't the first doctor she saw. It was first of my 3 examples. That was April 2022, sir.
When she saw Dr. King, what did she see Dr. King from?
Objection.
I think we've.
The judge
really
is trying to help him out here.
Of the sign up questioning. Do you have anything else?
Aside from the inconsistencies that you reviewed, well, actually, let me ask you, the inconsistencies that you're telling us about in the record, in the Kaiser records, these are non-psychological records, correct? Is that fair? I'll close with this.
Objection.
If you say yes to that, we're done.
Objection.
I just want the truth.
Overruled.
Yes, sir.
No further questions.
All right. Any questions from the jury? I don't see a hand. All right. Can this witness?
I do have one question though.
Huh.
Maybe I could be wrong here. Does he have a huge? Well, I got spinning wheel of death. We might have to grab this next week. But we'll get to our next witness here. But I thought he was smiling at one point.
He did for a second, but I think he was making kind of like one of those type of faces.
Yeah, it was like a huge grin that I missed, but it was pretty awesome. But anyways, it's always, you're doing well in court. And as a lawyer myself, sort of. You're doing well in court when the judge says, well, maybe let's move on.
Yeah. When the judge keeps telling you to shut it. Shut your ass.
Shut your ass. I think we covered this already. Shut your ass. That's when you know you're doing well in court. Now, once again, I cover mostly civil cases, and that's what my background in law is mostly civil cases. Hi, Charlie Sugar. How are you, my friend? How are you? I saw another new name pop up here. Just a second. I know I shared it on screen. Oh, yeah. Hi, oh boy. Chop, you want a shot on this one?
Pia pie? Pia pia?
Pia Pia?
Pia pia? Pia pia?
Be a friend of Ray Bonecrusher's probably.
Pia pia?
Yeah, Bonecrusher. Thank you. Protect your legs. Wear galoshes.
Don't go on the side of the house.
They have no idea what we're talking about.
No, probably not.
Oh. Well, Pie, you're gonna want to catch up with the what the hell's case and maybe my coverage of Ray Bonecrusher, and you'll probably maybe get the It was some past gas. It could have been Gucci Wells. It could have been. I tell you what, we've gotten through the doctor now. We did pretty good today, actually, given us. We did pretty good on this one. And don't forget Sunday. On Sunday, we are returning to maybe finish out Cardi B because we have 2 hours left. And of course, well, we might finish out Cardi B. We'll see. We'll see. But we'll try our best. If not, we'll definitely finish it up on Tuesday of next week. But we will get through Cardi B in the next 7 days. And then also in my final episode of Cardi B, I'm also going to share a few missing portions of the Daryl Brooks case that we had gone through. We had 29 episodes of, I believe. There are just a few things I wanted to cover up that we did miss in that. And one actually pretty big video that some of you might not have seen. It's really good. I have something pretty breathtaking for you. Well, I think you'll keep your breath. I think you'll keep your breath. We know the conclusion, all right? But no, I would say it would be called breaking news from 5 years ago.
Oh, boy.
I'm sending you all over. Go say hi to Mr. Coop. Tell Mr. Coop that Just J-Hip said hi on a Just J-Hip raid. Thank you, all my friends. Thank you, Mama Bear Leah, member for 10 months. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the gifted memberships as we pushed ourselves. Well, it's only March 24th, and we pushed ourselves over 2,000 gifted members for this month. Thank you, my friends. You're also wonderful. We'll see you tomorrow with What the Hells? And we will give you your early morning flea cap on Wednesday morning, and we'll cover their Tuesday night. Terrible, but I'll make it a delightful show. I promise.
Tuesday Tidbits.
Tonight's Tuesday Tidbits. Tomorrow is Wednesday Tits. No, that didn't work. That didn't work, Ketchup. Wednesday. I'll have to come up with something for Wednesday. Wednesday. It can't be Wednesday with tits. That doesn't work.
Wind tits. I kind of think it's funny. I think you should stick with it.
Wednesday with tits. Tomorrow, of course, we're gonna have that.
Don't miss it. Don't miss it.
We're gonna have a Wednesday with tits tomorrow. Or it could be a Wednesday widgets. That could happen. Or yes, or Wednesday with tits. Tomorrow we will have that. So that's a thing. Again.
Well, we can make it a thing.
That just became a thing. Go say hi to Coop. I'll see y'all later. As we always say, thank you, my friends. Like, subscribe, share if you haven't shared. Sharing is caring. Help grow the Just J-Hip show to new viewers beyond the universe. I thank you, my friends. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the super chats, the gifted memberships, and super stickers, and just the chats, comments, and the shares. We appreciate the shares, and yes, we got to 2 giveaways today. Thank you so much, my friends.
Thank you so much.
Of the giveaways for the giveaways that never will be. But you can
shut your ass, Jake.
But I only mail out giveaways every 9 months anyway, so it's all good. Go check out Coop. Say hi to Coop. All right. Have a good day. And as we say,
Shut your ass.
all the best. And
Bye.
show ass.
Bye.
Wait. A goony goo goo and a toodaloo.
Bye.